What if I told you there's a big difference between proof and evidence for Daygame? That their Daygame courses that have bootcamp infields are not proof, they're actually evidence. I know it sounds crazy because we're so used to hearing it's all about the students' pull, the in-ear coaching, as they say, for their bootcamps, for their infields in their Daygame courses. What if I told you that is not proof, that is actually evidence? And while evidence is important, I'm going to share with you 3 facts with you today that's going to revolutionize the way you understand what evidence versus proof is for student results. I am John Elite. I am the world's best Daygame coach who has 611 laid poll testimonials. More than everybody in this whole Daygame industry combined for pickup and Daygame. So I have the most proof for student results. And even in 2024 and 2023, when no other Daygame coach posted consistent Daygame lay testimonials. So how could they be the best if they showed absolutely zero? Before you have cognitive dissonance, get triggered of 2 opposing ideas and want to leave, hear me out. If you believe student infields equals proof, when I believe it only equals evidence. Like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. So what is the alcohol crutch? So if their students are using alcohol in the bedroom and escalating her super hard as they teach you that in their Daygame bootcamp, that part is hidden from you, then what you see before that point in the bedroom in the interaction is not proof at all. That is just called evidence of a pull, because everything else after the bedroom escalation with drunk women, them bring alcohol out, everything before that point that is not shown to you is the evidence. That's just an evidence of a pull. You ever wonder why their Daygame products is not transferable? There's literally 0 people laid for the entire inflation from 2022, 2023, and even the pandemic, not a single person got laid from their recent Daygame courses. But instead it just gets you stuck and you see them in the boot camps now because they're brute forcing it or cheating at the end using alcohol and heavy escalation. While alcohol is not illegal to get women drunk, that happens all the time. However, escalating that hard is called sexual assault. This is something I do not teach. So this is what they're teaching is a systematic sexual assault camp. And the thing is, do not get triggered with cognitive dissonance yet. Hear me out. Everything before that point is not proof, but only evidence. The proof is beyond a shadow of a doubt. In court, you have to prove things beyond a shadow of a doubt, no matter what. What they're showing is Exhibit A for their student infield, Exhibit B, a poll, Exhibit C, Exhibit D, and there's not even that many of them, to be honest. They have so few bootcamp stuff, they're literally stuffing their page with 10 or 12 clips into one bootcamp student laid, and even lying to you saying, oh, these other black students got laid in their London immersion. It's all lies. It's only a Puerto Rican guy that got laid with an Asian, but only a week afterwards. So I'm going to share with you 3 facts that their students use alcohol in the bedroom and they escalate her super hard. And they did not do that in the London immersion because the guy over there had high SMV and he got laid a week afterwards. The other students, they did not have time to teach you bedroom escalation, illegal sexual assault game. So that's why they did not get laid. Remember, this is not jealousy or hating because I have 611 laid poll testimonials. And already this month, I have more laid testimonials than they do, which I'll be posting throughout and this video is made. Right now is January the 21st as I'm filming this. I've been posting stuff throughout January and I haven't even got the time to post them all. And I have 2023 stuff non-stop, even in the United States. They have nothing to show for it. Besides, I have more than 15 times the amount of student lay testimonials than they do. Some coaches more than 611 times or 300 times more when they only have 2 lay testimonials and a bunch of reviews or 100 times. But that is besides the point here. Part that is hidden from you of what you see before that point in the interaction is not proof at all. Just evidence of a pull. What you see there isn't transferable to their Daygame products. It has 0 laid testimonials for your Daygame courses, getting you stuck. And how can you realize you are being fooled or gaslighted by unethical practices like using alcohol and escalating super hard. Have you realized all of their so-called testimonials for their courses are always from the bootcamp student Infields? They never have anything related to their course, and I'll get to that in a second. So keep watching if you want to know why that is not proof. And I know what you're probably thinking. Well, a little bit of alcohol wouldn't hurt to loosen her up a bit. That is sociopathic win-at-all-cost behavior without guilt. Do you remember the video I made about 10 traits of a sociopath? Yes, it's not illegal to get her drunk, but heavy escalation when she is drunk is totally illegal. That's an illegal way to deal with objections. She can't object when she is drunk. Plus, all this student's so-called pose isn't proof, it's evidence. It is not transferable without the alcohol, so they get gaslighted for their Daygame courses getting stuck. And if their students are using this unethical game, they're all complicit in an unhealthy, unethical, grapey style of game, which none of my students uses alcohol or heavy bedroom escalation. Just recently, this other student yesterday got laid with a Kazakhstan woman in 30 minutes without using any alcohol and without any bedroom escalation. He just closed. But then again, I'm going to show you a great way you can actually get laid like my students who doesn't need good infields. They can pull and talk like a retard because they have perfect social calibrations and social skills. They don't need stupid gimmicky romantic flirt lines. They just need good body language, a whitewash fashion, and they need good tonality and not talk super fast. They can get laid with ease. Almost every single day students are getting laid. They pull a woman home or going on an Insta date. Every single day in January. They don't even need to use alcohol or escalate hard, and they still get amazing results. So the first fact is that their coach, they claim they have so much proof. They have the most proof. I don't think they have any proof, only misleading evidence. They have zero proof. Yes, they did prove they can close, but only with alcohol in their old infields. If you look at it before they hide it, all their old infields always has a big bottle of alcohol. They always escalate a woman super hard when she's drunk. Every single one of them. But they don't have a single bit of proof without alcohol. Because without alcohol, the women they try to close, as they tell you in their infield that they did not, they had to retarget her afterwards until she was their girlfriend. So that is not proof. They did show proof with alcohol. So yes, that is proof. Unethical proof, as they show everything. And 99% of the time, there's always a big bottle of champagne. It's not just regular little bit of alcohol or a beer. It's always a big champagne bottle and heavy bedroom escalation. And they'll cut that but take a long time until she submits. They have this Middle Eastern mentality that she has to submit. This is insane. Naturals don't have to do that. So their sociopathic sheep audience bench-holding with a sociopath death stare, they are sheeps without remorse and they're sociopaths. They're easily triggered, so they have dark triad personality disorder. So they think it's okay to do stuff like this. My students will not think it's okay. They will actually rebel if I tell them to use alcohol in bedroom escalation. They'll say it's unethical. The big idea is that the proof is proof of them unethically getting her drunk as much as possible to escalate her. My students doesn't need bedroom escalation at all. They use the arrow science. They maneuver, flirt a lot, they sexualize it to the maximum, and at one point they'll deal with the sexual objections. This is important because it is like pole vaulting. You know what pole vaulting is? When you grab a large pole in the Olympics and then you try to vault over this thing, you have to clear this pole and you land on some soft cushion thing. So imagine that their students cannot get over the line, no matter how hard they try. They always fail to even go below other dating coaches' students. However, when they take the boot camps, go over the pole, but they cheat. They use a trampoline to jump higher. The trampoline is the alcohol and heavy bedroom escalation. They don't show you the proof. They show you the evidence. They say, oh, they look at them. They cleared over the line. They went over the line. See, their dumb sociopath sheep audience doesn't see that. So when they get stuck, they think they need a boot camp, looking at the evidence. The proof is that they're cheating. Their students also use the same trampoline at the bottom to clear that stick for the pole vaulting by cheating. while my students have to level up their social skill flow drill so high with social calibrations, nonverbal communication, body language, and emotional control in the way they speak, so that way they do not have any fast speech and micro pausing problems and sound more whitewashed. My students not only clear that pole when they're pole vaulting or day gaming at women above their looks level in 1 to 6 approaching, over clear it. They're getting women that are super attractive. See, this is proof, because I do not post a woman like a European woman I find on Google and post that in a thumbnail as clickbait. No, I actually post the students proof of their lay of the same women that they had sex with. And if they have a picture of their face, I would censor that, so that way they'll have their privacy, but it shows them that these are stunners. My students have proof, and the thing is, in the beginning for my students, at first they may not clear the pole. They're jumping, they're vaulting, but they start to get higher and higher. They do the Elite 30-day challenge. They practice the 4 skills of social skills, social calibrations, emotional control, and some game tactics. But the game tactics is maneuver, flirt, sexualize it to the maximum, and deal with the sexual objections. That's it. There's no more other gamey game tactics. It's all skills. Gaming is just a small part, like the skeleton. The rest of the meat and potatoes, right, is the other skills. So they clear the vault, but they over clear it so high they break world records, and they get over and over again if they're not narcissistic. So that is proof. You see their lay pics. You see exactly the women they're having sex with. Not every student takes a pic. You don't need evidence or fucking boot camp clips, or that is just evidence, the pole vaulting, but not the actual proof. The second fact is that they're so sociopathic for other dating coaches. They'll lie about their student results for their London immersion program. That's right. The main thing to understand here is that only one person got laid, a Puerto Rican guy. I'm not going to post his picture here, his real picture behind the scenes, because of privacy reasons. Who knows? Maybe my cameraman was one of the 6 students that I've been posting that got laid, was actually one of the 6 London students or London day game student victim. One of them filmed it. So I know what happened behind the scenes. And I know that the black students, they try to write same day lay for their title, for their video. But then they realize, oh shit, they did not have a same day lay. Other people know. So they took that down from their video, and they just use smileys and emojis to deceive you. So you have misleading conclusions. So the only person that got laid, not during the London immersion, they only got laid after the London immersion in a week. Ugly Asian women. They had high SMV. The guy's like 6'3". His occupation, I'm not gonna say, but he's a very fit guy and tall. So he got a 4 out of 10 ugly Asian women. So they'll lie about their student results, writing same day lay for the black student. He only polled twice, but he did not get laid, but they say, look at the evidence. This is an old video of theirs. Very old video, way back before the pandemic or the inflation. So therefore, they never said that the guy got laid, but they wrote that in the title, misleading you. They changed it afterwards with emojis to suggest a lay without saying it. They have a sociopath win at all cost behavior, lying about their student results. No other dating coach in the entire world will ever lie about their student results. This is the first time in my life, and I've been teaching day games since 2012. I've been teaching boot camp since then. I've never seen a dating coach ever lie about their student results. They don't have student results. They will basically just show reviews or, testimonials, but not lay testimonials, like Crap Charisma King. That's what they'll do. Some coaches will stuff their boot camp things and they call that their student results. They'll stuff their playlist with so many bootcamp clips, they'll turn one student lay into more than 10. That's unethical because you're being misled. If I did that, and I have like 150, then it's gonna be like a 1,500 or something. And that's not even all of them. I still have another 40 more. So first of all, this guy is super good looking and he had sex with the ugly Asian women, like I said, for that Puerto Rican guy. Their black student did not get laid, but he only pulled 2 women home the first time. The second time they pulled 1. They want to make it seem like 2 students got laid. And they probably fooled some sheeps, falling for it, not knowing any better. So it's too bad, because they're going to be learning how to get women drunk now in the future and escalating super hard. That means this debunks their infields of the students equal proof. Because if that black guy did not get laid, that is not proof, that is only evidence of a poll then they will mislead you to make more money. You see that? Because it's not proof. In reality, other bootcamp students that were not immersions, they were getting the women drunk illegally and escalating hard in the bedroom. It's not transferable. That's why their day game products have zero late testimonials for the day game product itself. Let's talk about the third fact. Their day game courses with Infields and evidence has zero late testimonials for it, because you're only seeing the evidence of a poll, not a lay like my students who don't need to record stupid Infields. I mean, when you listen to my student Infields, my students have audio Infields. However, when you listen to their testimonial, they don't even sound good. They don't have witty lines. They just have perfect body language and social skills and emotional control. They have the lay pics in the audio Infield. That's basically enough proof. That's the same women they have sex with, saying this in front of a camera. This is all 100% real and not misleading you, because I don't sensationalize it. I am not a sociopath like those other dating coaches. No amount of infield evidence will change the fact that their students from other sociopathic dating coaches would be transferable. You take away the alcohol crutch and heavy escalation in the bedroom, their day game courses will not work. So you always have to go to their coaching. That is their secret sauce to their alcohol crutch, brute forcing it and cheating. The key is, because Elite 30 from hard case to hero, my day game course, which is not even about game, has the most laid testimonials in the world for my day game course. 2024 and 2023 laid testimonials that are non-stop. The funny thing is, no other day game coach in the world has been posting consistently in 2023 and 2024. It all disappeared, and I just keep posting it. They have zero for their student infield courses for day game because of what I told you. It's all about the evidence. The evidence is true. They have no proof. It's all evidence, limited evidence. Without the bootcamp alcohol crutch, it is not transferable to you. Now I know what you're thinking. It's all about game. Well, the tricky thing is that they are pole vaulting their students without any game. They suck. So they get told in here what to say. That's good enough for a poll. So they teach a sociopath sheep audience to cheat and brute force it and getting her drunk in the boot camp and to escalate her super hard. A win at all costs sociopath mentality without remorse. That's right. So their students do not actually have any skills. They jump over that trampoline using the pole vaulting thing, cheating and getting over that line. They're cheaters. And they don't know it because they're sociopaths. They don't feel guilt and remorse. Their students are like that. That's why they have a death stare. That's why they have to worship. My students don't worship me. They're enlightened. And I, as the world's best day game coach, and they always claim they're the best. They're the GOAT, right? More like a Billy Goat, right? Not to be misconstrued. I'm not saying that in a racist way in case it gets misconstrued. Or they think they're the best. Best at what? Like scamming people, misleading them, defrauding people of their day game courses. That does not work. Their infields the student infields are defrauding people. Best at what? Best at scamming people, alcohol crutches, and their fucking infields are all alcohol. So everyone declares they're the best. They want to prove it. I am that person. There's a difference between being the best day game coach in the world and proving it. They have to prove it. But people are not stupid. The audience are fucking stupid. They'll fall for that shit easily. Everybody else, they fucking know. They're not fucking stupid. So if they look at my late testimonials, I'm posting non-stop in 2024. There's more to post because I still have to get the Jewish student to post his late testimonial and also to write about it for the field report. They're just non-stop. So I've been posting all January, and today's 21st, which this video should be uploaded, and to show you how many I really have. Normally I would save them and then I'll post them after posting advice videos like this. I have been behind on this, but now I want you to show you how many I really have in a given month, even during this fucking inflation with high interest rates. They post old shit from before the pandemic. No one gives a fuck. So during the pandemic, you know, they have shown nothing. During the 2022 and 2023 and 2024 inflation became harder. So for me, I am a day game coach with the most late testimonials in the world. 611 late testimonials. It went up because the Jewish student just got laid as I was typing this. It happened so fast. I was trying to get people to understand that you don't need a boot camp. and I can get you laid for Daygame without I really wanted to get people to realize that they don't need to worship bootcamp infields, because I got way more lay testimonials, and bootcamp infields are not proof, just evidence of a pull. But the lay was using alcohol and heavy, unethical escalation. Most of their bootcamp clips are old anyways. They are still stuffing their testimonial playlists, where one student becomes 10. I can't compete against deception, as my students gets laid without turning one student results into 10 bootcamp clips. If I did that, there'll be like over 1,500 clips. And you think, oh, they will eventually have more than me. No, they don't. Don't be stupid, because if I made 10 clips of every single one, then that becomes 10 times higher, 1,500 clips. I haven't even posted everything yet, as I posted 10 times the lay testimonial clips. Did that. I also have another 40 lay testimonials, video testimonials I've not posted yet. That's how many. Talk is cheap. Don't worry, I'll show you every single one of them. They are cheating with testimonial stuffing. What's even worse is white dating coaches. They do the same thing actually, and they like to mislead you. They like to stuff their testimonial page on their website, confuse you. They don't actually have most of the students laid. Half of them are just positive YouTube comments that may set up a date, or they think the coach is legit, or they got over red pill comment. That's a testimonial. Then when you look at all the other testimonials, they're mostly like 50 lays or something. They're Tinder, a white guy who basically banged 40 or 50 ugly Asian women or other women of ethnicities that are 4 out of 10. They don't post the pictures, and then that's a testimonial. It's not even hard. You just need 12 out of 35. Daygame, you need 20 out of 35 skills. They don't need social skills, social calibrations, emotional control. Just a little bit of tech game, a little bit. 12 out of 35 in good pick. Only 5% of what they posted on their pages up lay testimonials. So that means if it's only 5%, I have way more laid testimonials than they do for a pickup. They claim they're the best dating coach in the world. Actually, that makes me the best dating for student results. So I wouldn't have to just see people brainwash just to learn how to escalate drunk women later on in their sociopath. Because romantic flirts doesn't work. You get stuck since you do not fit in with a boyfriend and girlfriend frame. Worship like sheeps because it costs $5,600 to learn this alcohol to teach in their bootcamp. You pay for a week of, and I could get people to stop being brainwashed because they won't get laid with their bootcamp infield Daygame products because it was missing the alcohol crutch. The thing is, with these sociopath unethical Daygame coach, I wasn't able to get people to wake up. Not worship like sheeps because it costs $5,600 for a week to learn their alcohol crutch. They teach you after they paid for a week of bootcamp. If you were smart, you would say, no, I don't want to use alcohol. And they'll say, come on, it'll be easier with it. Say, no, sociopath, no alcohol. Stop being brainwashed because they will not get laid. Bootcamp infield Daygame products because it was missing the alcohol escalation. To make things worse, I felt terrible because I'm getting 7 or 8 late testimonials this month and counting. There's still another week left. It's not over yet. And for them, they're not. Just posting some old shit brainwashing you. So one Vietnamese guy banged a 9 out of 10 Latina right here. I haven't posted yet because I didn't want to ruin the surprise. I had 3 students rate her out of 10. They all said 9 out of 10. The Jewish student got laid with a Latina above his looks level just right now. And the Italian got his 4th lay. 3 this month. But he just got his 3rd one this month, which is a Kazakhstan woman over. I felt even worse about this situation because they posted their evidence for their London immersion program before for other sociopath coach, and their students, they claim multiple students got laid, which is a lie. Then they backtracked on the word same day lay in their title, and they used fucking emojis to make it seem like the black guy got laid, even though the video was old and they never said anything of a lay. They said pull. So they actually wrote this because they needed to make money. They have a sociopath win at all cost mentality. He only pulled twice. This is the first time a dating coach ever in the history of dating coaches ever falsified their student results. The win at all cost sociopath mentality, since the immersion will net them a lot more money if they can fool their sheeps. They have a sociopath win at all cost mentality in the 10 traits of a sociopath videos, No dating coach ever lies about their student results. It's too risky. But for them, it may be just worth it if they get a few students. They probably got a few students because they're fucking stupid. They're stupid fucking sheeps. They already been misled. Now they think there's 2 students that got laid. Never happened. It's all a lie. The Puerto Rican guy only got laid a week afterwards with a 4 out of 10 looking ugly Asian woman. They would rather stuff their testimonial page to mislead you with non-lays like the mystery method style coaches too. Since they have to stuff their testimonial page for reviews and stuff or interviews, like ABCs of Attraction, who has 0 day game laid testimonials since 2021. During the inflation years, it didn't work from 2022, 2023, and 2024. But they're willing to risk it for other coaches for their London immersion. So I made a YouTube short talking about this. Means even evidence can be turned into misleading student results. This is why evidence debunked, because if they can write the word same day lay and they say look at the proof, but that's just the evidence of a poll for the black student, then it's very obvious that these infields from boot camps don't mean much of anything. They're inconclusive, they're misleading. Only one person got laid, was a tall, good-looking Puerto Rican guy. I will not post his picture here with his Asian woman. That's his right to his privacy. But she's ugly and she has a deformed jawline. He's at least 8.5 out of 10 in looks. She's only 4 out of 10 in looks, like with a square jaw. More square than me. Asians have very square jawlines. You know, the point is almost like, deformity. But they try to make it seem like their black student got a same day lay, when in reality, it was just 2 polls. They are only showing evidence and 0 proof, but evidence of a poll. The problem was that the people are completely brainwashed when I have more than 15 times the lay testimonials than them. They were even willing to lie about their London immersion program too for their student results before that was retracted in it, which means a lot of people are gaslighted, because if you take away the alcohol crutch, all of their coaching or day game courses doesn't work by gaslighting people. You secretly learn how to use alcohol in their boot camps and escalate super hard Muslim as they try to spin it as they understand female nature. No, they don't. The naturals understand female nature, because my students learn day game and do what the naturals do, but they drill it down because you pull her home. Because a romantic flirt, which does not work because you don't fit in a boyfriend and girlfriend frame. Now you have to brute force it with alcohol in the bedroom. Most people do not fit in a boyfriend-girlfriend frame unless you're a tall white, black, or Latino guy. Most of you will not fit in there. So you're held mentally hostage because people believe that their infields of their students meant something. It doesn't. Since I am not at the location of the students, they still get laid all around the world. I cannot fly to Asian countries. I cannot fly to Europe. I cannot fly to North America or South America or Australia. I can't fucking fly to all these places at once to teach you over WhatsApp. As students are contacting me, even at this moment, right now, in my phone, they're contacting me, asking for help. Gets them late because they practice the drills. They do Elite 30 from Hard Case to Hero. They do all this stuff. Since I am not the location, I can't be there. Besides, it doesn't even matter because they show their lay pics from those locations. That's the same woman that is standing next to them. That's the same woman in the lay pics. The same tattoos, the same everything I have to censor. You can see their bodies and you can see it. And I have their audio infields for some of them. But posting infields of just a poll and not showing the alcohol crutch in the bedroom doesn't mean shit. That is just evidence. That is not proof. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. While my audience are enlightened, their audiences are stupid, bench-hoed, sociopath sheeps with a sociopath death. That is just evidence. As by chance something amazing happened. When I try to explain to people that there's a difference between evidence and proof. It's all about evidence only, meaning Exhibit A, Exhibit B, and Exhibit C. So proof is the smoking gun beyond a shadow of a doubt in court. It was crystal clear to me that people don't understand that their day game infields are misleading evidence. Exhibit A, Exhibit B, Exhibit C. Since you don't see any of the sociopath alcohol use and heavy escalation being edited out. So their day game infields are only evidence that is misleading you because you don't see that you're paying $5,600 to learn about alcohol maxing They are basically cheating because I saw their audiences are brainwashed. If I am posting non-stop lay testimonials that are recent and people ignores them, then they are really fucking stupid, dumb sheeps worshipping stupid infield evidence, bencho camps, boot camps of alcohol camps, old fucking boot camps. That's not proof, that's just evidence of a pull and secretly using alcohol in heavy escalation. I also learned that they have no game whatsoever if they're like pole vaulting and they're getting over the line because they secretly use a trampoline underneath and jump over it. They're cheating the process. Their students cannot make it over the line and clear the pole. With the alcohol and heavy bedroom escalation, adding a trampoline for the pole vaulting just to clear it. My students have to clear it slowly. They have to level up and slowly get higher and higher until they get way past it. So for them, it is not skills. You need to work on social skills, social calibrations, emotional control. Instead, like my student who keeps getting laid this month and it's not over yet, but they're getting laid over and over. Who knows how many more late testimonials is there? If this is all recent and the women are all stunners, they're all way above most dating coaches' girlfriends too, and they're super attractive, then maybe, just maybe, what I'm teaching you is really about female nature. That these women that are stunners is not some Middle Eastern domination mindset. This is actually how it all works. 20 out of 35. You can look at this chart. So this is not some old stupid bootcamp clips like their old stuff. People don't even realize it's harder lately. So when they look at the bootcamp clips and they're not approaching yet, they want to start day game, they don't realize it's actually way harder. They can't even produce a single student laid during 2023 or 2024. I don't know where they get their confidence when they think they're the best. As a result, I made this video to showcase that my student results exceeds their student results. Plus it's harder, and this stuff is more recent. People haven't posted 2024 and 2023 late testimonials at all consistently except for me. After that, I started making videos exposing this alcohol camp and sociopathic bedroom escalation. Suddenly, I was getting more enlightened people. I know I've been a little bit lazy recently. I've been just posting testimonials as they're gaslighting you, but I can go back to posting more of this. That's when I realized that the secret to get people to understand is that you don't need boot camps. If I can get you laid for day game without boot camps, and they only show evidence from open to pull, not proof of their students where they get her drunk in the bedroom, then they were impressionable sheeps who didn't know any better. Their audience has a sociopath that's there, and they are very easily triggered because they have high ego and low self-esteem. Dark triad personality disorder. They're total fucking sheeps. Unlike my students, since their students do not feel guilt or remorse, they would think that they are just loosening her up with alcohol and is normal to escalate hard. No, it is not. It is unethical and their students don't feel remorse. My students would think that's completely fucking insane. Bedroom escalation, drunk women, they'll think that's the most fucked up way. Brute forcing it, as they'll teach you, keep it below the level of grape, but escalate hard. They'll tell you that this is the end game and this is how you're supposed to win. My students do not have to deal with the end game. They already won it mid-game. My plan was to start making videos educating people not to be sheeps. You might be worshipping infields, but you will get stuck and not get laid with their day game course thinking it has infields in it, so it has to be proof. Nope, it really is just evident. Which got you stuck because it doesn't work without the alcohol crutch, so you take their boot camps. Their day game courses do not work, and it is intentionally designed that way to make more money. So I started making more videos educating people that there is a difference between their sheep audience and my enlightened students. But I didn't stop there. I then made advice videos why infields does not equal proof. It is just limited evidence from approach to a pull. You don't know the alcohol crutches in the bedroom. After that, I educated people to shorts that what they have done is unethical, especially lying about their London immersion program when the black student did not get laid. Good thing they changed it to emoji suggesting maybe a lay may happen, but there was still a problem. People were still sheeps who fell for their London immersion program and boot camps without knowing any better. They already paid the money and they're fucking stuck. Their day game system does not work without alcohol in the bedroom and heavy escalation. Of course, you can take any system out there that can pull women home and you add bedroom and heavy escalation, it'll still work. And that's what you're learning for $5,600, $800 a day with their boot camps. I ended up being so frustrated that I decided to make this video to unbrainwash you, and I'm gonna make a lot more. I have been behind, I should make 50 times more. I choose to call it I have more late testimonials, 111 now to be exact, because I don't need boot camps or alcohol get my students laid. I'm gonna post what he said to me. This just happened right now, today. So let me turn this on.
So I had the date with the girl that I met in Bachata, social circle. But I wanted to say, so first of all, it was success, pulled, lay, but also that there were elements that I learned from you. So I wanted to say thank you and acknowledge it. First of all, I came in my uniform, right? Like she hadn't seen it before, so I was like, all right, so why not be dressed?
He's talking about the same day game uniform all the other students wear.
The best I can. So I came, so that's number one. Number two is, although it was really, really hard and there were times that I didn't do it, she was talking for a very, very long time, and I could have done a flirt, but I didn't.
He had an infield analysis. That right before this, he wanted to close her. So I taught him he has to flirt and the timing it takes. See, my analysis gets people late. Their analysis get people played. Because their analysis based on their alcohol camps, their analysis doesn't even work because their game does not get over the pole vaulting.
I was like, oh fuck, I didn't do a flirt. All right, but then at a later time, I did do it. So that was the second thing that you kind of forced me, right? Or you're like, you don't flirt, you don't fuck. So I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta do this thing. Okay. Even though I really forced myself. So I'm proud of that. And the third thing is I decided not to say my usual thing, all right, let's go for a concert. It's like, let's go for a walk, and then we just walk to my place.
I don't like him seeding the pole. The word seeding the pole is for white people. So in the past, he used to use Tinder to get his lays. Not Daygame. He learned that from me. But he is now using it for his social circle. He converted somebody. So this is a warm approach, but it's still, whatever, it still counts.
She was super complacent, absolutely no objections. So it was easy. Probably if I would have said concert, it probably would have worked as well. But I'm really happy that I didn't, that I don't necessarily need that. So that's also thanks to you. And yeah, although I did play music for her, but it was really good. And I think she's more than just, hopefully more than just a lay, more than just a one-time thing. I felt we have a really good connection. So I wanted to share that. Thanks again.
Okay, so that's just him sending it to me. He doesn't know I played it. It doesn't matter. I'm still waiting for him to write the field report. They're all over the world for my students. After I posted their lay pics and them with the actual women in the bedroom, then censor the woman's face and tattoos or identifiable markings. It is better than other dating coaches posting some Google images of some good-looking women as their thumbnail on their YouTube video and saying that this student got laid and this is her. And they use their pole evidence and not lay proof, their infield video of their boot camps. We don't even know if she's good looking or not, but you can see my student results, and the women that they do fuck are very good looking. Since my students always gets attractive women way above their look, they're using social skills, social calibrations, emotional control and game. They post busted trash with alcohol maxing bullshit. And even if they do show it and they say, oh, they're student, right? Bang the model, they look like shit. So if my students didn't take the pic of her because they're scared and this is the first time they're approaching, at least I try to get her Instagram picture and censor her face so you know what she looks like. So I have more lay testimonials because I don't need to teach boot camps. I can only teach one at a time, or alcohol to get my students laid. I can now show people that this is the same person they had sex with, not just some misleading woman approximation they post in their thumbnails. I then started to let other enlightened day gamers who are not sheeps worshipping learn that I have more late testimonials, 611 for day game, because I do not need fucking boot camps, bench camps, or alcohol maxing to get my students laid. As a result of all this, I'm able to achieve the following. Since my students gets women above their looks level, with social skills, social calibrations, and emotional control, they are doing things that the naturals are doing, that the naturals that I know, the naturals who mentored me, building habits. They don't need fucking domination. And as a result, it exceeds other people in the day game industry for student results. They don't have any this year. I'm the only one posting it. I have 611 lay poll testimonials. The Jewish person just got laid a second time. Who cares about stupid, misleading, mass delusions, student infields? Only evidence of a poll. I got the students' actual lay documented. They don't have that. And if they do, they'll hide the alcohol, maxing, and heavy bedroom emasculation. Bench camps are. After creating this, I have way more late testimonials because I don't need a boot camp or alcohol camp to get my students late. And I was not the only able to show my student results with proof. Even other dating coaches will not post their student lay pics, only when she is good looking. Lots of these coaches who teaches stupid Tinder or other romantic flirts for boot camp doesn't show the women if she's ugly in the bedroom for their students. Most of them are banging 4 out of 10 looking ugly war pigs for Tinder that nobody wants. Whenever a student gets someone decent, then they show it. My students don't have any alcohol bottles or use that in the bedroom because romantic flirt gets you stuck in day again. I've also been able to stop people from being stupid sheeps, easily manipulated by limited evidence. They might even say their students banged a model, but she's ugly for their screenshots. They look busted. My students do bang actual attractive women, models, actresses, influencers, fitness models, because I want to get people to realize that there are some unethical sociopaths out there with a win at all cost behavior, and they're minion sheeps in their cults with their sociopath death stare. They can mislead you with evidence, but not proof. It doesn't prove anything. And while it's nice to have bootcamp clips, it doesn't mean it's actual proof beyond a shadow of a doubt. It simply means it's a limited evidence, Exhibit A, Exhibit B, Exhibit C. It is inconclusive. Just evident. In the end of all this, it means I am now able to get people to wake the fuck up and to stop wasting money with their stupid fucking boot camps as the only solution. When they put you in a boot camp, 99% of the time, ask yourself, how did you end up there? Was it intentional? They got you so good because their day game courses does not work. Now you know why, because the alcohol. And I can get you laid no matter where you live without flying to where you are to teach you. And I've proven over and over I have a special ability that nobody else have. Even if they have a 6 months course teaching you online, they get laid many months afterwards is because they're just playing a numbers game. Their stuff don't even work. Their infield analysis is flawed because they're a sociopath. And sociopaths are like an AMD processor, a slow processor with 10 cores. The 10 traits of sociopath. It doesn't work without the win at all cost mentality, bootcamp, escalation, alcohol crutch. It is why their day game courses doesn't work without it. Their stupid audience are a bunch of sociopath sheeps with a sociopathic death stare. They're stupid minions. They're dumb fuck audience.